it is time for the transfer special. And we got to build a squad that can make it pretty far in the Conference League. Let's do this, guys. Before we get into today's episode, why don't you go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hit that notification bell. Time for the season review. Check it out, see what happened. Let's look at how bad the board thought some of my signings was. I thought some of them was pretty bad myself. Rob Holding, playing in 42 appearances. They're happy. They're with a C on that one. Ryan Gould, signed him on a free, put out a 6.96. He played in 24, started 24 games for us. DeLow coming in on loan, he was a C plus for us. Sar really got hurt a lot, didn't play a ton. He did put it on a 6.93. Cajuice B minus on him. I think we paid a pretty cheap price on him. Yeah, 11.25. We brought Bride in on loan. We want to bring him back next year. DeLap, it'll depend if we want to bring him back on loan. I was happy with Gomez this season. I thought Gomez played decent for us as a backup option. We did spend a lot of money on him, but he was an Englishman, so that we was happy to get him in. Vera never really kicked off like we was hoping he would, but at 9.25, we think that he's going to be okay for us. He's going to be a good player for the future. A guy that I brought in on loan, he went back out on. A guy we brought in on a free went back out on loan immediately. Never really played for us. He looked, I mean, like he's a pretty good player. 4.5 star potential player. You know, one of those type of signings. Let's look at the other stuff. Okay, I've clicked it once. I'll click it twice. Okay, there we go. Board is totally confident in this, so. A+. We finished 6th overall. Man United ended up winning the league this year. Okay, let's look at the stats. Don't care about that one as much. All right, revenue-wise, broadcast went up, or sponsorship went up just a little bit. Broadcast went down a little bit. Corporate hospitality went up a lot. Competition prize money, $2 million. Commercial day, we didn't do a lot different than we did last year. Looked pretty good though. Top selling jerseys. Sar was number 1. I kind of expect that. I think he probably has the biggest reputation of the players we have. Cajuste, Gomez, Uziak, and Gauld. I would have liked to seen Bergen there, a guy that's been at the league or been at the team for a couple years now. Looking at the squad that we put out there though, this is our best overall 11, and I think I could agree with that for the most part. Except for that spot right there. It wasn't a bad. He didn't have a bad season. He put out a 6.8. The accolades. Let's look at those. All right. So club awards. Fan players of the season was Grief. I kind of want to replace. DeLow was young player of the season. Holding was signing of the season. DeLap had the goal of the season. Gonzalez with top goal scorer once again, 17 for him. Sar with the most assists, 11. Most man of the match. Player of the matches was Grief. Highest average rating was Grief. Vera with the most pass completed per 90 minutes. No competition awards. Grief broke the player of the match awards. I mean, he's not a bad player. I just want to bring in some competition for him. And I think I have a guy that we can bring in fairly cheaply. So we're done with that. We got to look at the club vision. Pretty much simple, same. That is, I want that off. Get that out of here. We're negotiating. I don't want that. Okay. I'm good with everything else, but I'm not doing that. So going forward, we've got to develop players using the club's youth system, play high tempo pressing. Youth facilities will be completed at the end of next season. They want us to finish mid-table this upcoming season. We reached the quarterfinal of the Conference League. We're good with that. We'll confirm end of the season team meeting. There we go. All right, so let's do this. All right, so let's read it. We want to find the one that says mid-table, right? Nope, not half. Nope. Yep, that one right there. All right, we're going outstretched arms. Exactly the expectation. I just always go with the latter stages. I mean, nobody gets mad at that. Once you all return, we'll do the promises. I'll also finalize that. Ended on a happy note. Great response. Thank you, guys. I was wanting to look at this. So let's how much Sar missed a did he really feels like he missed a lot more than that. And Kristen Bealey, man, he can't bless his heart, dude. I had high expectations when we came in starting the save for him. And he still has the technical abilities. Or he still has some abilities, but he's dropping quick. It sucks because of all his injuries. You know what? as a fan of Darby County living in the U.S., I think we're going to go to the U.S. I got more emails. Where are they? There they are. Overall best 11. This is what we're looking at now. Grief is in there. Buchanan, Clark, Sauter, Stacy, Bird, Knight, Berg, Ujiak, Vargas, and Gonzalez. We gotta get rid of some of the fat on that. We gotta get rid of Vargas. I don't want him in there no more. I don't like him. Get him out. Dang, how many more? Where are all the stuff? A little bit of a dynamics update too. We got the leaders. I'm happy with Dominic Grief and Patrick Berg being up there. I don't like that. Max, it's because he's been here for so long. I need to get rid of Matt Clark. He don't need to be a team leader. And then I don't need these two guys clogging up the highly influential players. Need to get rid of some of that, cut some of the fat. Looking at the players that are wanted right now. We got Patrick Berg. He is wanted by Leeds, who we've seen in the last episode was willing to pay, what was it, $60 million? Please. Jack Stacey, he is wanted by Leeds. Come in with an offer. Ujiak's wanted by Leeds and Watford. Gonzalez is wanted by 3 clubs now. He's wanted by Brighton, Newcastle, and West Brom. And that is all the guys that are wanted. Looking at players, looking at ends of contracts to see that. We don't have many. They're just all loanees. I definitely want to bring Bright back. I want to bring him back next year. I think he was a good squad player for us this season. Looking at players I want to get rid of. I don't want to get rid of him yet. Max Bardell, I don't know what we're going to do with him yet. Deion Sanderson, I want to get rid of. Bradley Foster, we're going to keep him. Probably go back down to the under 23s. Bielik, I guess he's just going to sit there. Novak, I'd love to get rid of. He's on an extremely high wage. Shouldn't have signed him when we did. Need to get rid of him. Matt Clark, I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Lee Buchanan, I wouldn't mind getting rid of you. You're a 2.5 star, 3-star potential player. You're not going to get much better. Max Bird, get rid of you. Jason Knight, I would like to keep. Vargas, leave. I want to get rid of a lot of the dead weight on the team. We got a lot of dead weight on this team. A lot of players that played a lot of minutes that we need to solve that next year. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that into this transfer window. So, I guess. Well, let's go forward a little bit. I don't think we've seen our finances yet. Yeah, we still haven't seen the. Here we go. Here's the payroll. Transfer is up to $114 million. Okay, that's nice. I wish that payroll was a little bit higher. Because we're currently spending 65. I mean, that's disappointing, guys. And I know we can move some of that transfer down to the payroll, and that's probably what we will end up doing. But I really don't like that. Well, we have brought in a couple of new players for our campaign next season. First of all, we brought in Aaron Martin, a left back option. He's 3.5 star current ability, 3.5 star potential ability, 26-year-old Spanish international player. Looks to be a really solid player, though. I think he's better than his 3.5 star. He's got 15 crossing, 14 dribbling, 12 first touch. Marking and passing look good. His tackling's 15. Got some really good mentals as well. Really happy with his off the ball, his teamwork. Looks to be a really good player. I wish his pace was a little bit higher, but we brought him in on a really good deal for $12 million. Happy with that signing a lot. Then we brought in a youngster, Finley Robertson, 2-star player, 4-star potential player. We just brought him in on a free, formerly of Dundee. Like I said, just as a kind of a youngster prospect that we can loan out, see if he can ever make it to anything else. Then we brought in Florian Mueller, 3-star current ability goalkeeper, 3.5 star potential ability. Looks to be pretty solid, especially when you compare him to Grief. Yeah, I mean, Grief has a little bit more better communication. He's a little bit better aerial, but it's a really solid backup option. I feel like it's one of those, we need a depth at goalkeeper, so we brought that in. The squad's looking a little bit better now. We've talked about it in the past. We need to work a little bit more on left back. I would like to get another option to help out there. Probably another attacking player, preferably on the right-hand side. And then we need a striker as well. I haven't found anybody that I'm really just overly in love with. Wouldn't hurt to bring in another right-back option. I've tried finding a couple. Hadn't found anybody that I'm sold on yet. Maybe another center back if we can't get Bright back in on loan. That's what we're going to try to do, though. We know between Kamara, Holding, and Bright that they can hold down the fort for us with Matt Clark being a backup option there. So I don't really want to do a ton in that spot, but I'd like to bring one more player in there. Looking at the squad now, kind of hard to see. Patrick Berg's no longer wanted. Stacy, he is wanted by Leeds. Gonzalez, he's still wanted by Newcastle. Bird is wanted by Millwall, which I'll gladly sell. We want to get rid of some of these dead weight players, as we talked about in the last episode. It's time to move on from some of these guys. Looking at Deion Sanderson, looking at Philip Novak, potentially Matt Clark, Lee Buchanan, Max Bird. This guy right here is the one guy that I'm not sold on. I think we hang on to him a little bit longer. I don't know about Ruben Vargas. He's not really wanted by anybody, so I'm not going to try to push selling him. But if it's offered in, we will gladly take a good price for him. We've just started the transfer window. Another player has left the club, though, that I didn't mention. Let's look at that. Sold him for a little bit cheaper than what I wanted to. But John Sauter has left the club. He's gone to Crystal Palace for $6.5 million. We could have used him as an option, but it was just time to move on from him. We bought him for 2.3, sold him for 6.5. So we did make a little bit of a profit on him. We're not mad about that. We're going to be bringing in some players back in on the loan that we want to look at. We want to look at Louis Sibley, like we've said. I want to take a look at Owen. I want to see how he's progressed a lot. Great player that can potentially be a really good player for us. Who else? There was another one. Harvey Ferris. I'd like to look at him again. See where we want to loan some of these guys out. I think Louis Sibley might be the one person that we could potentially use. He's developed into a nice player, it looks like, based off of this. I'd like to see a star rating, though. We do have some work to do, so I'm going to jump back into it, guys. Well, it's been a while, but we've signed a couple more players. We've sold some players that needed to be sold. Starting with the players we sold, we got rid of Max Bird for 5.25. He went to Stoke. Cardiff signed Deion Sanderson for 1.8. So those guys are now out of the club. We've had a couple offers for Jack Stacey. He turned them down, so he's still with the club. Leeds came in with 32.5, I think, and he rejected that offer, sadly. So didn't get that one done. But we did bring in a couple more players. We brought in Ronaldo Kamara from Inter on loan. Attacking mid option, looks to be a really good player. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. Got good dribbling, got good long shots, got great technique. Just looks to be an overall good player. Got good attributes on the physical side as well. Excited to have him in on the club. We brought in Warren Bondo from Nancy, 2.5-star player right now, 4.5-star potential player. Really excited about him. Right wing option for us. His crossing needs a little bit of work, but that's okay. We can get that up, hopefully. Dribbling looks pretty good. Great first touch, good passing, good technique. His mental's right here, though. Decisions, determination, flair. Off the charts. Great vision as well. Stamina looks good. Got pretty good pace. I'd like to see that bumped up a little bit. Good agility, great agility. Excited to bring him in. We brought him in for $6 million. And then we brought Tosin in from Fulham. I didn't do this deal. My technical director did, or general manager did. The only reason why I let it go through was because at the time he was a 3.5-star player. He's a 3-star player now. Center back option for us. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. A massive lad, though. Can get up there and jump, so he'll be a starting center back for us on most days. Glad to have him in the club. I wanted to go over some of the loanees that have came in back in. Louis Sibley, 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. I think he's going to stay in the squad this year. I think we're actually going to go ahead and take the loan off, because I want to try giving him a shot this year early on. Ricky J. Jones, 2-star player right now, 3-star potential. I don't know if he's ever going to be able to make it. He's got good, I mean, I don't know. We'll see about him. He'll probably go back out on loan this year. Who else do we want to highlight? We got Owen, 1.5-star right now. He needs to go back out on loan, which we will send him back out on loan. Then we got Harvey Ferris, 2-star, 4.5-star potential. Looks really good. Needs to go back out on loan again this year. Hopefully can develop some match time out there. We still ain't got a striker. I've got an offer in for a striker. He's not a great striker. He's got decent potential. We did also bring Liam Delat back on loan again, just because we're going into the Europa Leagues. We need a little bit of that trained club, which I believe he actually is. Yes, he's trained at our club. So that's the main reason why we brought Liam Delat back. I am looking for another striker, though. I do have an offer out for one player, Lorenzo Colombo from Milan. Not a great player, but certainly not a bad player. I like his overall ability. It seems like he's right on the cuff to having some really good attributes. He's a 4.5-star potential player. He fairly consistent performer, resolute, So we got him coming in. Hopefully, the technical director has tried signing this guy, which I'm gonna have a fun time saying his name. I like him though. I'm gonna keep that offer out there because he can play on both sides as a wingback. Looks to be a solid player as a depth option right now. So we're still looking. I haven't found the striker that I wanted. I thought I had. Arsenal ended up signing him. Let's look at him. It was, who was it? Where are you? Are you here? Bet you're here. I know they signed the dude. Where did he go? He was from Brazil. I'm not crazy. Inactive? Nope. Well, I'll try finding him at the next start of the, you get it. Next bit, you'll get it. We'll be back in a second. Well, we've got some more players in now, and that is good news. We brought in Lorenzo Colombo from Milan for 4.5. We looked at him already. 3-star player, 5-star potential player, resolute personality. I'm really excited about this kid. We'll be using him as a striker. Looks really good. I'm really excited about bringing him in. He's going to probably be one of our backup options at striker. Then we brought El Saj from Napoli in 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. Can play on both sides as a wing backup option. Looks to be pretty good. And then we brought in a top level striker from Racing Club for 8.75 and Nicholas Raniero. Looks really good. I'm excited about having him in. We brought him in for 8.75, so we didn't spend a ton of money on him. We have sent some players out on loan, and we sold Philip Novak for $72,000 just because to get him off the payroll. He's not going to be there. His work permit was about to run out. It wasn't going to be renewed. We sent out a backup, one of our youth goalkeepers to Kings Lynn. We sold Eldridge. He was a youth prospect. Didn't look like he was ever going to make it, so I just went ahead and sold him for $300K, so we're happy about that. We do have a couple other transfers going out right now. That's right, Ricky J. Jones has got an offer for $2 million. I don't think he's ever going to make it into the squad, so we're going to go ahead and sell him probably for that price, maybe a little bit more if we can get something. We brought him in for $350K, so that's a good deal right there for us. I'm happy with that. We're sending Owen probably out to Newport League One. We're sending out Harvey to Doncaster for League One. And then we're sending out this gentleman here. He is going to Swindon. I think that's League Two. I think that's where they're at right now. Yeah, League Two. So we're making some moves, trying to get a little bit better. We do have still some money to work with. We still have $43 million to work with. I really don't want to spend that much. I really don't know where I'd spend it, really. I've looked at bringing in up a defensive midfielder. I'm good with our center backs. Like, I know like some of these guys are 3 stars, but they was good for us at one time. I know they can still play at this league. So I'm happy with that. I don't know. We may bring in a center back option. I found a left back that I wouldn't mind bringing in over Aaron Martin, who is listed as an important player. So that's, who knows? We may not do that. I want to give Angel Gomez a little bit more time to develop. So I think he's still going to be the left wing option. I don't really think we have a lot of work to do. I'll go ahead and show you who I was looking at if I can find. Oh, I found the guy that I wanted to show you guys that I wanted to sign. See if we can find him. Here he is right here. This was the guy that I wanted to sign that Arsenal beat me to. They paid a 14.75 to get him in from Santos in Brazil. Really disappointed that didn't work out for us. I was hoping it would. He looked to be a really good player. So that's disappointing. The left back option that I was wanting to bring, that I'm thinking about making an offer on, be nice. It'd be a chunk of money though. Let's see if we can find him here. Not you. Said I had found a guy. I don't know where he is. Let's look under my scouts. I can sometimes find him a little bit better there. So you're in. Why am I? Why? Okay, never mind. Ignore that. I think we go ahead, drop that out, and make another. Where is that guy? What was his name? He was an Englishman. I know that much. I can't find him no more. No. Here? Was you the guy? Was you the guy? You might have been the guy. Nope, not you. Anyways, I've found another left back option that I may try finding to see if we want to sign him. I don't know yet. I don't even know where we're sitting at in the league. And I just realized that I haven't even scheduled any friendlies. So we've got to do that. I got to schedule some friendlies for us to work with. See where we're sitting in the season preview. Ooh, look at that. Sitting number 9th. We're doing a lot better than what we have been doing. That is great news. Looking good. If we can get a couple more guys in, I would be pleased. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to the end of the offseason. Our next game is coming up pretty soon against Bournemouth and Chelsea, so that'll be the next episode. Start of the season should be fun. Looking at our friendlies, we didn't do many of them because I kind of forgot about them. We beat Aberdeen, we beat Motherwell, we beat Barcelona. We lost. We drew against Newcastle, which was kind of surprising, and then we lost against Leipzig. We have made some other moves. Starting with the outs, we've loaned out a lot of players. We loaned out Bardwell, who was one of our right back options last year. He went to Cheltenham. We loaned out the signee that we signed, Finley Robertson. He's going to Coventry. We sold Gonzalez for $11 million. He kind of got a grumpy on wanting a new deal. Wanted to be an important player. It just wasn't going to happen for him. Borkovic went to Carlisle. Sam Phillips to Barrow. Bielik went to Luton for 2.9. He got a little bit of a grumpy on wanting a new contract. Same situation as Gonzalez. It just wasn't going to work out for him. Loaned out a youngster, Joshua Williams. Bradley Foster, our backup goalkeeper. James Balagizzi went to Wimbledon. Gary Farmer to Halifax. This guy's on the inside. We brought in Nicolas De La Cruz from PSG for a big deal. He's going to be our new left winger, inside forward. Looks to be a really good player. 3.5 star potential. Excited to bring him in. And then we brought in Gomez, another center back, left back option, 3-star, 4-star potential. And both of these was our general manager, director of football signings. I didn't sign them, but I just looked at them and I was okay with them. So we went through with that. Looking at the budget, this is where we're sitting at right now. We're not looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Looking at the team report, though. This is where we're sitting at. Raniero is probably one of our best, probably our best overall player right now. He's topping everything right now, but he'll be our starting striker. Left-hand side, we'll have De La Cruz. In the middle, we'll probably have Gauld or Camara, maybe Gomez. One of these three options right here. We got plenty of options there. On the left wing, I mean, we've still got Uziak, we still got Gomez, so we've got plenty of options there. Right wing, we have Sarr, Uziak, Gomez, Vargas. Got options on that side as well. We got the new guy that we brought into. He's dropped down to a 2.5-star player, Bondo. I'm excited about Bondo, though. I think he could be a good player. Midfield, we know our midfield players. We know who they are. They're going to be fine. Defensive, we've improved, but we're still not 100% there. Got Aaron Martin, probably be our starting left back day one. Elzid, he'll be one of our backup left back options. Who's this guy? Oh, forgot all about that guy. We got Kamara, Holden, Tozen, the new boy that he's not showing up right now. The guy from Mexico. He'll be in this mix somewhere too. Right back options, we got still Jack Stacey. We got the Elsid guy. Goalkeeper, we look a lot better. We got Griffin-Mueller now instead of Foster being the backup option. So we're sitting pretty good, guys. I like how we're doing. Season preview, I think we're still probably sitting 9th. Yep, we're still sitting 9th. So I'm happy with being a mid-table team for a while, you know, and we can eventually bump ourselves up into these guys right here over a couple of seasons. I'd be happy with that. We're making a lot of money though, so I'm happy. I am really happy with how this squad's come together. I think we have a really good case for us. Looking at the vision, just a reminder, develop using the club's youth system, high tempo, work within the payroll, Europa League first knockout. They want us mid-table, 5th round of the FA Cup, 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Then our training facilities are going to be done after that. Hey! And so we're looking pretty good, guys. And they want us to be recognized as the best of the rest. We don't want that. We want to be the best. If you enjoyed that video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to be the signing of the season? Thank you guys for watching.